American Express has officially confirmed that the long-awaited changes to their Platinum card are coming on September 18th. Today, we also got more details about these upcoming changes. What are some of the benefits and credits? What are the exact amounts? Are they going to be quarterly, monthly? What's the full picture? We have some more details to finally talk about today. Let's jump right into it. So the first item on the list here will be the 5X membership rewards on American Express Travel. When I first read this today, I was like, oh God, they took away the 5X on direct flights. But if you read starting at the second sentence here, you earn 5X on flights purchased directly with the airline. So I breathe a nice sigh of relief when I saw that. I was afraid that they were going to take that away and make it some kind of either 5, 8, or 10X through the travel portal and nothing booked direct. Still beats out the Chase Sapphire Reserve that gets 4X on flights booked directly with the airline. So this 5X is hard to beat. Even the Citi American Airlines Executive Card, which is supposed to be it's the flagship card from American Airlines. It only earns 4X American Airlines miles. So this is a really, really strong earning category. Some people are going to come out and say, oh man, I wish there would be 5X on hotels or 2X on everything. I think that's just those were unreasonable expectations in my opinion. The 5X on flights, I see it as a win that it stayed in my opinion and didn't move to some kind of 8X BS like the Chase Sapphire Reserve for things booked through the portal. If you want to play the portal game, you can go at many other places and get high portal earnings, but I love the ability to earn that 5X on airline purchases. So that's point number one. Point number two is just talking about the lounge collection. I don't think anything has changed here. Priority Pass Select membership, Delta Sky Club visits when flying on Delta. You get 10 of those. You get Global Lounge Collection, Centurion lounges. You get many different types of lounges. It's a really strong lounge card, but I don't see anything changing here. So we're going to move on to the next benefit, which is a really big deal and big benefit in my opinion. So this is going to be the $600 hotel credit. Get up to $300 in statement credits semi-annually for a total of $600 in statement credits per calendar year on fine hotels and resorts, or the hotel collection bookings through American Express Travel using Platinum Card. So as it currently stands, the benefit right now for the Platinum Card is $200 per calendar year. This will be bumping it up to $600 per calendar year, broken up into three separate statement credits, January through June, and then July through December. So you get $600 in total credits. I guess this would be a good point to point out that the annual fee is raising from $695 to $895. Probably should have started out the video with that, but I was so excited to jump into the details that I drove right past it. So for that extra $200 in the annual fee, we're going to get some extra benefits. In the first extra one that we're going to hit here is that this hotel credit for fine hotels and resorts and hotel collection is jumping up from $200 per year to $600 per year. So that's an increase of $400. Very good thing there. There is a restriction that it is a 6 month, broken up into 6 months as all these credit card companies are doing. They're breaking it up, making it harder and harder for us to use, hoping that we won't use it and cause breakage and put more money into their pockets. But all us good credit card maximizers are going to be using every single penny, aren't we? So, but said it a little tongue in cheek there, but that's what they do. They split it up and do it that way. But I think that this is going to be a really solid benefit. That's something that I'm looking forward to here. In the best sentence that I see here, the one that I'm most excited about more than the $400 increase is going to be right here, this little asterisk. The hotel collection requires a minimum 2-night stay. What you'll be what I'm keying in here is that it does not say the fine hotels and resorts portion of this credit requires a minimum two-night stay. So as it stands now, this is how the terms are. The hotel collection right now requires a two-night minimum in order to trigger the $200 calendar year credit. So and fine hotels and resorts does not have that restriction. You can book one night with it. So that is a huge win. That's something that I was personally worried about, and I'm very, very happy to see that 99% confirmation here. Once we get the official terms from Amex, we'll have 100%, but very, very confident and very pleased to see that the Fine Hotels and Resorts program will still have that one night minimum, and you won't have to book 2 nights. So you can really do some damage in booking a $300 per night hotel. Like for the way to maximize this credit, in my opinion, would be on or around, near June 30th of the year, you would book night one of your hotel stay, whether that be in later that year in the fall or the winter. And then on July 1st, you would book night 2 of that stay. It'd be consecutive nights. That way you could get 2 separate $300 statement credits. You do that booking and book it that way. You can really maximize, do a nice little weekend getaway. Fine Hotels and Resorts is an awesome program. I can attest to that. Just had a wonderful weekend at a Fine Hotels and Resorts hotel. The guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout is very unique to this, so you won't see that in the edit. The edit collection with Chase does not guarantee a late checkout. The City Hotel, whatever BS name that they come up and call their hotel Premier thing, no guarantee. Capital One Premier Collection, no guarantee. The Fine Hotels and Resorts is the only program that puts that language in there, guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout. That's absolutely massive. When you're doing these small weekend getaways like this, being able to check out at 4 p.m. versus 11 a.m. or noon, it just changes the whole trip. So if you're only going for a short period of time and you got to leave, you can, you don't have to worry about leaving your bags in the hotel lobby. You can, take a later flight in the evening, really extend that trip. And on that Sunday or Monday of that weekend trip, you can, go to breakfast, you can go to lunch, you can go sightseeing in the morning. You can really extend that trip. If you're leaving at 11 a.m., you might as well schedule a flight for noon or whatever, and leave early in the morning and get to the airport. Like with that, I can't stress it enough. This is a big credit, a big deal. Fine Hotels and Resorts is great. I just talked about the 4 p.m. checkout. There are many other benefits. $100 property credit. That's not unique to Fine Hotels and Resorts, but it's a solid program, and I'm very, very excited about that. Moving on, $200 Uber Cash and $120 Uber One credit. So this is something that didn't come out in the kind of the pre-leaks. I made a video on my channel, my most recent video. I'll put a link to that down in the description, where I talked about some initial American Express Platinum rumors. This was not there. The one that I just went over, the $600 hotel credit, that was speculated, but this additional Uber One credit of $120 per year was not there. So it's good to see that the $200 in Uber Cash that's currently on the card is remaining. And then in addition to that, having that $120 to cover the Uber One membership is going to be kind of a big deal in my opinion. Really makes that $200 in Uber Cash more valuable. I have had Uber One in the past. The Capital One Saver card, when I first got it a few years ago, came with 10x on Uber and a free Uber One membership, and I was able to kind of see the savings through that. It's not something that I would pay with out of my own pocket, but if it's going to be given to me, it does, lower the fees on Uber Eats delivery. It lowers the fees and the cost of taking actual Uber. So this is that Uber One credit just made our Uber Cash more valuable. Like before this, I would value that Uber Cash at about, let's just say 75% because of all the fees. I use it for Uber Eats, all the fees that you get railroaded with even when doing pickup, not just delivery. But having Uber One, I would kind of value that credit at 80%, 85%. So that gives more money in our pockets, in an indirect way. So there's that. Last thing on this list here on the screen is the $400 Resy credit. With $400 Resy credit, you can get $100 in statement credits each quarter when using the Platinum card. So that is a really awesome benefit that I would take full advantage of. I live in Chicago. There are many, many, many Resy restaurants here in the city of Chicago and the surrounding areas. I have the Resy credit on the American Express Gold card, and I have no problem using that. There are multiple restaurants that we go to regularly. I would naturally use the Resy credit, even if I didn't have either of these cards. I go to Resy restaurants, and one of our favorite restaurants that we go to multiple times a year is in this program. So I look at this as $400 in my pocket. So that is excellent. So we already talked about the $600 hotel credit. So that is an increase of $400 on the hotel credit. So that I don't know that I would value at a full $400. I would value it, pretty highly, but because of the restrictions of having to use it twice a year, because of the restrictions of having to use it through the portal, and I forego other opportunities of booking through with Hyatt points or with Hilton points or Marriott, whatever the case may be. I'm not going to value that at a full $400. I'd value that at, let's very, very conservatively, $200 in additional value over what the previous card was. So not $200 for the $600. I'm talking about the $400 additional to what it currently is. I probably slice that in half, and really conservatively, it's probably more in reality. My value is $200. Uber one, I just said that I wouldn't pay for that out of my own pocket, so I'm going to value that at 0. Of what I would prepay for it, and then the Resy, I would value that at a full $400. So right now we're talking about $600 of increase in value for me and my situation personally, and an increase in the annual fee of only $200. So that is a very, very positive thing here. What I will also touch on are there are rumors that aren't on this particular page here, that there are going to be increases in kind of a lifestyle credit. A name that's been thrown around a lot is a Lululemon credit. I don't know if that's going to come to fruition. I have a pretty solid feeling that that's going to be the case, that there's going to be an additional value like that. I'm not going to comment on exactly how much that's worth right now. To me, I'm sure I'd figure out a way to use that if it comes out, more additional value there. And then as well as there are rumors that the entertainment credit, so right now you get $20 a month on different entertainment, so Disney, Hulu Plus, ESPN Plus, I believe the Wall Street Journal and a couple of other things are eligible for the current $20 per month credit. There are rumors that that's going to increase, whether that be in amount or things that are eligible for it. I don't know. But what I do know here on the screen, I'm looking at it. This is an easy win for me. $200 more in annual fee. However, getting what did I say about $600 in additional value? That sounds great. Sounds like a good deal. We'll see what actually happens. We'll see. I don't know what the sign up bonus is. I saw rumors that it might be 200,000 points, although I might be getting that confused with the business platinum. We'll see what the sign-up bonus is, what the exact terms. Right now, the high sign-up bonus that you can get on the personal platinum card is 175,000 membership reward points, with I believe $8,000 to spend in 6 months. We'll see what the actual sign-up bonus is. This is a great card. I have the American Express Platinum. I have the Charles Schwab version, and I'm very much looking forward to hopefully making some fine hotels and resorts bookings on September 18th for later in the year, and taking advantage of the new credits. I'm really looking forward to this change. I think this is really positive. Initial reports to me are positive. Reading Reddit and different comments from people are like, oh, this sucks. I feel like people just have to say that, like, oh, it's terrible for me. I can't, This is a positive change. When we just saw the crap release of the Chase Sapphire Reserve, the crappy release of the City Strata Elite, very lackluster in both releases there. The Altitude Reserve just nerfed itself into oblivion. That's a whole separate story. I made a video talking about how I wasn't that upset about the changes. Upon further reflection, I was wrong on that one. That is a big nerf. I'll have to make a follow-up video on that, but there's another example of nerfing in that situation. We've just seen crap after crap after crap come out, and this, in my opinion, is a solid change. Good additional value. I'm looking forward to see what the rest of the details are on September 18th in just a few short days. If you made it to the end of this video and you found value in what I just went over, and you learned something, got some value out of this video, I'd really appreciate it if you liked the video and consider subscribing to the channel. That really goes a long way with helping this channel grow, and seeing that positive feedback is really great to me. If you want to further support the channel, I've got referral links to a lot of the cards that I just talked about in this video down in the description and in the pinned comment below. If you sign up for a credit card through one of my links, that is very greatly appreciated. A huge way to support the channel. Just make sure that the offers are competitive with what's out there in the public, and make sure you're getting the best offer for yourself. Do some research, but if that offer is competitive, you don't have family or friends to give that referral to, I would greatly appreciate it if you consider giving that referral to me and signing up through my link. So very, very much appreciated. With that, I'll end the video. Thanks for watching. Good night.